Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This is your daily update and prediction for Friday, giving you guys an update and prediction on where I think we'll be headed on Monday and Tuesday. Now again, over the weekend, I'm going to be dropping my weekly update and prediction where I tell you guys the weekly candle that's going to be printed and give you guys some price targets as well. So make sure you check out that video this weekend. This video is going to be looking at the technicals, the fundamentals, and give you guys an idea of support and resistance that we could be looking at for the future on Monday and Tuesday. So let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on.
Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This is your daily update and prediction for AMC, GME, and SPY. This is going to be where we look at the stocks, the charts, the facts, and the data, giving you guys an update and prediction on where I think the stocks are headed. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the facts, the charts, the data, and see what we have going on. So the first thing I want to point out is SPY. So SPY having a nice pump back to the upside. This was to be expected, guys. This was to be expected to see SPY move to the upside like this, okay? I did predict a green week for SPY, and guys, you guys can see that the candle we did print is a green week. Again, I will be doing my weekly update and prediction this Saturday and Sunday, but guys, I did predict a green week for SPY, and you can see that's exactly what we did get. So it is looking very, very good for SPY, as the prediction did come correct, and we did get a green week for AMC as well. And for GameStop, we did get a red week. Again, I'll be going over the weekend, the weekly update and prediction this Saturday and Sunday. Look for it on Saturday where I give you the update on where I think it is headed. But again, we did get AMC and the SPY, right? As I did predict green weeks for both of those assets. Now, you guys can see that SPY still has a bearish weekly MACD, that the trend is still overall down. It is still making lower lows and lower highs. The trend is still overall down. There's still a massive head and shoulders. It is currently forming the second shoulder, and it is still under major resistance. Again, we need to stay above this line of 429, 429.60 in order for SPY to be even any type of bullish. Now we have major resistance here at 434. I do think this is going to be tested, okay? So I do think SPY is going to be able to make a move up to that 434 level here on Monday. Again, it is very natural for stocks after they have gone down for a long time to get a bounce, and I do think SPY is about to get a significant bounce back to the upside. Now, do not let this get you confused with a new bull rally, guys. We're not going into a new bull run. We have stagflation. The economy is bad. We have increased inflation. We have the buyback blackout. We haven't even really felt the effects of all the rate hikes that the Fed has done. Guys, we are not going to be having a bull run, so do not let people tell you that. Do not get confused and think that is coming. Guys, we're simply getting a bounce back to the upside, probably coming back up to fill this gap at about 437 before continuing back down to the downside. So I do think SPY is still going to be crashing. The market crash still is on. This is not the entire market crash. This 10% dip was not the entire market crash. I do think we are going to see a lot more downside, especially once the normies start to rush for the exits. Again, I do think we are going to be seeing a lot more downside. The dollar is still highly elevated. And in fact, the dollar actually has gap fills to the upside. It has gap fills to the upside. If we go ahead and look at the dollar here on the smaller time frame, you guys can see that we do have multiple gap fills to the upside for the dollar. We have a gap fill here, we have a gap fill here, and we have a gap fill here. Again, multiple gap fills for the dollar for the upside. So again, the dollar will be returning back to these higher levels. Again, I repeat, the dollar will be returning back to these higher levels. It will be filling these gaps, and it will be returning back to these higher levels once these gaps are filled. And I do think the dollar will be getting a bounce, but right now it did see a pull back. And again, when the dollar pulls back, that's going to be bullish for the market. That's going to be bullish for things like Bitcoin and the market. And when the VIX pulls back, that's going to be bullish for things like SPY and NASDAQ. So you can see that the VIX is pulling back greatly. So again, all of these things are indication that SPY is about to have a decent push to the upside. And again, based off the technicals, you can see that the MACD is starting to curl on the daily time frame, almost possibly getting a daily flip. And you can see on the 4-hour time frame we do have green MACD, and on the 2-hour time frame we have green MACD as well. So again, I do think we could see a nice move continuing back to the upside for SPY stock. So we want to watch this level of 429.60. We want to watch that level. It does seem like it's being used as support. I do expect the level of 434.83 to be tested from SPY, especially if it continues to hold this level as support over the next couple of days. Again, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If it does hold those levels, then I do think we're going to see a push to the upside, going to test the levels of 434 here on SPY. So that's what I'm looking at for SPY so far in the overall macro scheme of things. Again, I do think we're going to be moving to the upside. I did predict a green week for this week, and that's exactly what we've seen. Now, I will be doing another weekly prediction update over the next couple of days, so make sure you check out the channel tomorrow to get the weekly update and prediction. Guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you for SPY. So guys, that's everything I have for you on SPY. Let's go ahead and move on to AMC in GME stock, AMC and GME stock, and see what we have in store for AMC and GME. So GameStop making an impressive move to the upside here. Let's go ahead and go over the data sets real quick for AMC and GME before going into the technicals. So this is going to be Ortex numbers. It's going to be Ortex numbers. AMC short interest is at 12.14%. Utilization is at 62.42%. Cost to borrow is sitting at 2.45%. Shares on loan at 32.17 million. Days to cover 2.12. You can see that GameStop has short interest of 21.47%, utilization at 88.44%. You can see cost to borrow is at 3.23, and you can see shares on loan 75 million.46. Days to cover 25.42. And as I always say, those are impressive metrics for a short squeeze, as well as the RSI being under 30. Now, as far as Fintel is concerned, short interest for GameStop is 20.20%, and then short interest for AMC is going to be looking at about 11.20%. And again, that is going to be Fintel numbers for short interest. Let's go ahead and look at what the shares available to borrow are. And again, this could change on Monday. Right now, they have 2.4 million shares available to borrow for AMC. And then on GameStop, they have 1.8 million. So that's what I'm looking at for the metrics on GameStop. Let's go ahead and look at the charts and see what type of technicals we have for GameStop and what we could potentially be looking at. So GameStop pushing to the upside, trying to get outside of the bands here on the 2-hour time frame. We do have green MACD, and it did make an impressive move to the upside today. Bollinger Bands constricting on the 4-hour time frame. Again, GameStop is looking very, very bullish for a big move to the upside. I did say this $14 level would be a great buy. Hopefully, people were able to accumulate in this range. It does have a possible double bottom off of this 1444 level. You guys can see that it tapped 1440 here and it tapped 1440 here, getting a nice bounce each time. So there's a potential double bottom. Also, you can see that we are starting to curl on the MACD to the upside. And if I go ahead and pop on the super trend, you guys will see that we do have a buy signals on the 1-hour time frame and then down below. So guys, this is looking extremely bullish for a continuation to the upside as GameStop makes a bull flag at this 1515 level. There are multiple gap fills to the upside for GameStop. So again, this is looking extremely bullish for more upside, and I'm expecting a even bigger continuation to the upside next week. We're going to talk about this a little bit in more detail on my next video over this weekend on where I think we could be headed, giving you guys predictions. I need to do a little bit more technical analysis, digging into the charts a little bit more. That's why I would wait over the weekend to do those weekly predictions, because they are long dated predictions, and doing those types of predictions take a lot of technical analysis. So I need to look at the charts. So I need to take the time over the weekend to do so. So I will be giving you guys the weekly update and prediction, giving you guys a little bit more detail on how high, where I think we could go, possible price targets. But right now, I do think we could see a bullish continuation to the upside for GameStop, and I am seeing a ton of bullishness. And again, it still is a good buy, but you would want to be accumulating in this lower range. Now, as far as GameStop, again, on the macro time frame, guys, you already know that I think it's a Wyckoff accumulation with a spring. I also think it's a triple bottom, and there are gap fills at $30 and $70, gaps will get filled. You can see this gap fill here, this gap fill here. There's one at 30, 39, and then there's one all the way up at 70. These gaps will get filled, and it also is in a massive falling wedge. A falling wedge is a bullish continuation pattern, meaning that it will continue to the upside once it breaks out of this falling wedge. So that's what I'm looking at for GameStop stock. Let's go ahead and hop into AMC, looking at the technicals and showing you guys what is going on. So as far as the macro is concerned, guys, you already know it's the same old story. The macro doesn't change over the day-to-day basis, but I do repeat it so people that are new for the channel, because we constantly get a ton of new subscribers. You guys can see that we're constantly growing. So I do repeat it over and over again so people that are new can find out what's going on. We have multiple gap fills for AMC to the gaps to the upside. RSI is starting to climb now, but it's only at 39. So we have plenty of room to run to the upside. RSI only at 39. RSI still under 30 on the weekly time frame. This is extremely bullish, guys. This is looking good. Also, AMC, I told you guys once we broke out of this pennant, we'd be seeing a nice move up. And guys, what did we see? A big bullish engulfing candle here to the upside, totally engulfing this candle, and this candle. This is a bullish engulfing. This is a nice pattern to the upside as we broke out of this pennant and broke out of this ascending channel to the upside. Now we are sitting outside of the Bollinger Bands, guys. So I want to keep that keep that in your mind. I told you guys the Bollinger Bands were getting tight on the daily time frame, letting us know a big move was coming. And once I seen this pennant, I knew that move would be to the upside. And guys, that's exactly what we got. I think we are headed to go see these gap fills. And don't get excited too much yet. But guys, we have a decent gamma ramp and we have a lot of bullish momentum. I think we could go up to at least $11 to $12 to fill this gap and potentially go higher to these higher gap fills, filling these gaps, guys. I think some of these gaps are about to get filled next week, possibly even all of them. Again, we need to not count our chickens before they hatch, and I will be looking at the charts a lot more in detail over the weekend, giving you guys an update and prediction over the weekend on where I think we're going to go on a weekly basis with price targets and things of that nature. But right now, AMC is in the middle of a breakout after this massive accumulation range here in this bullish pennant, breaking out, retesting it, and then pushing to the upside. This is everything that I wanted to see, guys. In my last couple of live stream updates, I told you guys that we needed to retest this and break to the upside. That's exactly what we've seen. I also told you that if we broke $8.45 and retested that, we would see a break to the upside. Not only did we retest the pennant, but we broke out of $8.45 and we got that big move to the upside that I did tell you we would be seeing. Guys, this is everything that we would wanted and more. Now, I do think we are going to see bullish continuation for AMC. I do think the price targets of the gap fill are in effect, but right now, there's not too much to talk about because we did see exactly what we wanted. We've seen that this pennant broke out. We've seen the retest of 845, and then we've seen a launch to the upside. Now, I want everyone to be aware that there's a gap fill to the downside on AMC. It's all the way down at $7.80. Last time we had a major squeeze on AMC. So last time when it squoze up from $1, so basically if you go back in time, go back in history when it was $1 and ran up, there was a gap fill down here that didn't get filled till just recently. So again, the gap could get left down there, but get filled later. But I need everyone to know that that gap is down there at $7.80. It's at $7.85 exactly. Now, I don't think we're going to be coming down that low. If we do have a pullback, it would probably be to about $8.80, $9 in that range. But right now, what I think we're going to see is a bullish continuation. And again, over the weekend, I'll be doing my weekly update and prediction, giving you guys a prediction on where I think we're headed and how big the candle will be, price targets, what type of candle, support and resistance, all of that good stuff. So make sure you check into the channel this weekend to get that information. But right now, this is pretty much everything I have for you. I do think we could see a bullish continuation to the upside, and we are looking good for more momentum again to the upside. So guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you. Again, do not get confused. Do not think that the crash is over. I think the crash will continue after we see a slight pop to the upside and then pulling back. Again, I think we could easily retest the levels of 434 and possibly 438 on SPY. I think AMC is going to continue to the upside. If we do see any type of pullback, it would probably be $8.80 and $9. I think GameStop is going to continue to the upside. And again, I'm going to give you guys guys weekly predictions and updates over the weekend, so make sure you tune in to get those predictions. But this is everything I have for you. If you found this video informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this, and remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. On the Discord, I give buy and sell signals, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and hit me up on my email, DataZeroOfficial5, DataZeroOfficial5. Ask me about the Discord, and I will send you the payment information. Once you make payment, I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that. But guys, if you want to support me for free, all you have to do is simply drop a like, leave a comment, and press subscribe to join the DataZero family and start getting these keys today. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this, and remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is a $50 one-time fee and literally pays for itself, guys. I've been showing some of the wins on my Twitter and on YouTube. It literally pays for itself because the buy and sell signals do help you get an edge over the market. Again, 90% of the people lose money in the market, so in order to be the winner, in order to be the exception, you're going to need an edge, and this will help you get that edge. So hit me up, DataZeroOfficial5, DataZeroOfficial5, if you're tired of losing money in the market and you want to start turning your portfolio around. Again, email is linked down in the description. I also have an Instagram or Twitter you can hit me up on as well, but I appreciate if you would hit me up on my email. Again, DataZeroOfficial5, all the information is linked down below. But if you want to support me for absolutely free, all you have to do is drop a like, leave a comment, or press subscribe to join the DataZero family and start getting these keys and start learning about technical analysis and stocks today. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.